Welcome to the Attentive Mind. This is a daily guided meditation for both beginners and experts. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable, and especially on these longer meditation practices, it's very important. You don't want to be uncomfortable because then you'll be unnecessarily distracted by your body during the practice, you don't need to. If you sit comfortably, you can alleviate that possible issue. You also want to find something sturdy because it gives our body and our mind a sense of, okay, I'm here. I'm going to be here for this moment's sake and not use this moment as a stepping stone for the next. Now, I know a lot of you come here to get something out of meditation, but really we want to see if we can let that go and just be here for no future, for just this moment. So sitting in a chair works very nicely to achieve those goals, or you can sit in a formal meditation posture. You can even lie down. Just find something sturdy and comfortable. We also keep our eyes open during this practice, but that's really an option. I just like to suggest that for people because it may be new to you. If you prefer to close your eyes, go ahead and just close your eyes. But if you want to keep your eyes open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe just looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring at a particular spot in the floor and analyzing it, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze somewhere in between, looking softly yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. Just notice this moment. Just as it is, right here. And even when we decide to notice this moment, it feels a bit shaky. This bounce between thinking and moment. Just come back. What is this here? And notice if there's anything within you trying to manipulate, change, or strive for. That you're trying to gain something learn something, become better, essentially getting one up on the universe. Just notice this. The truth is that there's nothing to gain with meditation. There's nowhere to turn. There's nothing to become. Release the project of becoming better and just simply be right here without an intention, without a goal. This moment for this moment's sake. And I'm probably catching you now thinking, talking to yourself in your head, or at least it seems that way. And notice too that when thoughts arise, blaming ourselves, frustrated about our situation, planning, remembering, worrying, when all this arises, the present moment isn't noticed. Where we are and our life is forgotten in lieu of ceaseless chatter. So instead of following our thoughts, we can just learn to leave them alone. In the same way, we leave alone those chirping birds outside your window, or the distant hum of the refrigerator. It's there, we don't ignore it, but we also aren't bothered by it, nor do we follow it. And we do this simply by bringing our attention away from the head and bringing it to the coming and going sensations of the breath. So do that now. Notice this tightness, this contraction, this personhood somewhere in the head, and just bring it to the sensations of the breath. And see if you can just follow the gentle rising and falling of the breath without being distracted by this next thought. And I might be catching you again thinking, planning, and that's okay. But this time, when you notice that you're lost in thought, don't see it as a failure or that there's something wrong with you. Just gently return to the breath. Not with force, not with I'm supposed to or anything like that. Just gently come back to this rhythm that's always with you. Gently return to the breath again and again. No expectations, no future. Only here, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to breathing gently. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to the breath. Rising and falling. Don't expect your thoughts to be quiet or to shut off in order to notice the breath. Notice breathing as thoughts arise. In other words, let your mind think what it wants to. Just notice breathing instead of thinking. Rising and falling. Return to breathing. Let thoughts continue on. What notices the breath? What are thoughts talking to? Look carefully. All right, you can look at the screen. Now, since you've clicked on this channel or clicked on this video, I'm assuming you've heard of Buddhism in some way. Now, I'm not a Buddhist, although I'm heavily influenced by Buddhism. But famously, Buddhism, the Buddha said, life is suffering. Or rather, it's the incorrect translation for most people in the West. We think life is suffering. And the word suffering that was translated is the word dukkha, dukkha. And dukkha doesn't really mean suffering the way we think of suffering in the West. It really means more unsatisfactoriness. That life is ultimately unsatisfactory. But in the Four Noble Truths in Buddhism, he begins with this: life is unsatisfactory. And the second claim, the second noble truth is life is unsatisfactory because of trishna, which actually is where we get our word thirst. Trishna, thirst. It means desire, wanting. And it's interesting, if you can just understand those two things fully, there's really nothing else you need in life. If you can learn to really see through desire, wanting, yearning, but it's tricky because desire can be so subtle. You can practice and say, I'm practicing just for this moment, but secretly you're like, yeah, so I can be clearer, so I can, yeah, but I don't want that. I'm just gonna, But the biggest mistake, and the reason desire is a culprit for our unsatisfactoriness, is because we erroneously believe that our happiness comes from the satisfaction of our desires. And we say this all the time, or if we don't say it, or if we don't talk about it, we kind of in our bones think about it or feel it this way. I won't be happy till I get a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I won't be happy till I get this job. Once I get stability, once I get healthy, once I get this, once I get that, then I'll be happy. Once everything is cleared out of the way and I just got everything perfectly set up, then I'll be happy. Pushing happiness to the future. And take any kind of desire. Say you want chocolate cake or sex or whatever. So you go after it. And then we get that thing, and temporarily we're like, good. And then the desire comes back and we want something else. But in that moment, we don't notice that we're not happy because we've achieved the object of desire, like sex or cake or whatever. There's that elation, that feeling. The reason we feel elated or happy is because desire itself has temporarily disappeared. So when you want something and you get it, all of a sudden that desire, that feeling of wanting is gone and you're just there without desire. And we don't notice, we think that it's because I achieved that thing that I'm happy, but it's not that. It's because there's no more desire. And so our method of relinquishing desire is about achieving our wants. But if we can just learn to leave desire itself alone, learning more and noticing this desiring mind and leaving it alone, happiness and that feeling of elation arises by itself without any reason, without any outcome in the world. So once you let go of desire, then you'll be free. Thank you for your time today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.